Okay, so let's make a full breakdown of the situation that we currently have on BTC USD. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, we have a market which has just provided a very strong impulse to the upside. Now, generally speaking, after the creation of an impulse, what you want to see is the market provide a correction. Specifically, you would like to see the market provide a correction at least to the 0.32 of the Fibonacci taken on the impulse leg. Now, in this case, the impulse leg is from this low to this high. So we want to see the market provide a correction at least to this area here before the continuation to the upside. We can also see that we don't have any structure in all this impulse. The last structure that the market has provided here on BTC USD dates back to this level here. In fact, inside of this zone, the market was acting as resistance here, again resistance here, and again resistance here. The market then broke above the level, and at that point, all this previous resistance was turned support here. The market tested the zone and started a rejection to the upside, which, by the way, was pretty much expected. In fact, I made a full breakdown of BTC USD when the market was here, explaining all the reasons for which, from this area, we expected the market to provide this rejection to the upside. And in fact, that is exactly what the market did. And by the way, I will link this previous analysis in description so you can go and check it out for further reference and more free education. So here on the monthly, we expect the market to first provide the correction before the continuation to the upside. Going down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Now here on the weekly, we can see a quite interesting thing. We can see that at the moment we're testing previous weekly support, which is now turned resistance. Now, if we take our Fibonacci from the high to the low of this weekly impulse here, what we can see is that at the moment we're testing the 50% of the Fibonacci taken on the weekly impulse, which is a quite strong resistance zone. And the same resistance is currently in confluence with this previous support here, which, now that the market has broken it to the downside, is turned resistance, meaning that we actually have a confluence of resistance in this area that we do expect the market to reject to the downside. Going down on the daily time frame, what do we have? Now here on the daily, we can see that in all this impulse to the downside, there is one candle which is not related to the move, which is exactly this green candle here, meaning that at the moment BTC USD is actually testing strong supply given by this candle, from which the market could easily be rejected to the downside. However, on the monthly, we have extremely strong bullish momentum, and here on the daily, this correction is quite strong. So we will not be looking for any kind of shorting opportunities with students. If the market from here will melt to the downside, we are not interested in the move. But if and only if the market will manage to break above this structure after the break, all this previous resistance will be turned support here. So after the break, on the retest of this previous resistance turned support, instead of this zone, what we will be doing is monitoring price action from a 4-hour perspective and lower, waiting for the market to shift from a 4-hour and lower bearish market as we will have to a 4-hour and lower bullish market. And as soon as the market will shift from a bearish to a bullish market, at that point we will be adding BTC USD to our watch list with students. And as soon as the market will provide to us one of our valid entries, we will be taking a nice long with a good risk to reward and good probabilities at that point for the move to the upside and for the market to complete this impulse correction and impulse pattern to the upside and for the market to provide a higher high. Now, if you enjoyed this free analysis education and update, make sure that you drop a like and a comment. It really does support the creation of more free analysis education and updates for all of you. You can also comment below and let me know which pairs you would like me to cover in my next videos, and I will see you in my next breakdown.